Good morning all, Mac Blogs here, aka Ian. Welcome to episode 2 for places to see in Scotland, and the view I'm looking at just now is incredible. So I am at Onshore WindFarm here in Scotland, and it's the UK's largest mainland wind farm. And look at this, just have a look at this. As far as the eye can see, they look huge. So there's a lot to pack into this video, a lot to see and do, so let's crack on. There's also a bus tour, so I'm going to go purchase a ticket if I can and get on the bus tour. So there's certain times, there's different times. I'll try and put a clip in the video of the times, but let's go and buy a ticket just now, just so I can secure my seat on a bus to get a tour of this gigantic, awesome place. So join me today in today's video and let's have some fun. Let's go. Just parked up. I'm going to go inside, see if I can get a ticket for a bus tour, either the next one or one later on. So let's go and have a look. You can see the sign there, it says bus tours here. Let's go in, have a look around. So I have successfully purchased my bus tour ticket, £4 for an adult for myself, and it's due to leave any moment now. So let's go on the bus. It's about a 45-minute tour. We'll do that first, have a look around the wind farm, see what it has to offer, and then we'll come back and have a look inside the exhibition. I think I've got my own private bus tour. So I have the bus all to myself.
So anyway, my name's Mark. Welcome to Onshore WindFarm. We'll set off if I can figure out how to drive the bus. So yeah, this is the largest onshore wind farm in the United Kingdom. It covers just over 30 square miles, so it's about the size of Aberdeen. And we have 215 wind turbines on the site. Now I'm going to have to apologise for the weather today. We don't mind if it's snowing, rain, hail, anything. What we hate is not much wind, and that's what we've got today, very little wind. On a good day, when it is really windy, we can produce 539 megawatts of power, which will be enough to power between 300,000 and 350,000 domestic properties. That's a 40-metre blade. It weighs about 12 tonnes. It's made of fiberglass over a wooden framework, and it's hollow inside. But we don't actually have any that small on the wind farm. There are two sizes of turbine here, one with 45-metre blades, one with 50-metre blades.
So we are off on the bus tour, and I've got it all to myself. I've got a private bus tour. £4 for this private bus tour. So yeah, pretty cool. Get in early if you can. But they were saying they get a lot of visitors, between 100 to 200,000 visitors a year here. So we've just stopped to go through the barrier and then we'll get in. No other access is allowed apart from on this bus.
Turbine was invented in the Victorian era and probably invented in several different places independently, but we like to go with a Scottish inventor called James Blythe, who built one in 1887 to power the lights of his holiday home. It took a long time before the idea really took off, and the first large commercial-sized wind turbine didn't go up in the United Kingdom until 1951. That was on the Orkney Islands. They're 110 metres tall, and we put in 140 of them, and they came online in 2009, and that's also when we opened our visitor centre. We had to dig some out to put the foundations into the turbines, but the site is so big, in percentage terms we didn't lose very much. Even so, it probably took 3 years of operation of the wind farm to get back in green energy what we lost in carbon storage. Ahead of us, I don't know if you can see, there's quite a prominent green hill next to the turbine in front of us. What that showed us is that people have lived here for a very long time. On top of that hill, we found the remains of an Iron Age settlement. So we know that people were living up here 3,000 years ago, and presumably they picked it because you get such a fantastic all-round view, and it's relatively easily defended. If you look around you, the turbines kind of look as though they're just scattered randomly over the landscape, but actually that's not the case at all. They've been put up in 12 specific arrays designed to make the best of the prevailing wind here, which is westerly and southwesterly. But today, in fact, it's almost due east. Very poor day for winds today, but up to a point it doesn't matter which way it's blowing from, because the top of the turbine, the bit on top of the tower, can turn through a complete circle. So that's the rotor, and the bit behind it, which is the nacelle, that's motorised. On the back of the nacelle, there's a vane that tells the turbine the wind's direction, and an anemometer to tell it the wind strength, and it's always going to turn to face the wind, does it itself. So this will probably remain the largest onshore wind farm in the United Kingdom. So yeah, the turbines require a minimum of about 6 miles an hour to start working. They'll do their best work at wind speeds of 20 to 30 miles an hour. Anything over 56 miles an hour, they're going to automatically shut themselves down. And they do that by feathering the blades.
I'm getting to go off and have a look at one close up. Let's go.
Yeah, on a windy day it's a lot more dramatic than this because they're sort of swooshing around, but quiet today.
Can't believe how big it is. It's probably not even that big compared to...
These are small, you're quite right. Yeah, these are small turbines.
Wow. How long did it take to put all this up all together? How long is this?
Well, the first tranche altogether took 3 years, from 2006 to 2009, to put the first 140 in and get them going.
Wow.
I mean, it can take a varied time to erect one, but there's an awful lot of groundwork before you can even put one up.
Yeah, of course, the foundations and stuff. Yeah. Wow. It's quiet as well. I was expecting it to be noisy.
You get a decent wind speed, they're very noisy.
Oh, right, okay.
They absolutely swish through the air. It's disappointing today. I'm sorry to bring you on a day like this.
It's alright. I don't mind it. Yeah. In a strange way, it's just nice and relaxing, isn't it? Nice and peaceful.
Well, it is. Yeah, it is really.
Yeah. Well, this goes on forever and forever. Yeah.
I mean, normally, the ones over there, the other side of the water, if the wind was blowing where we'd like it to from that direction, it's a fairly unobstructed run. But because of the terrain, they're not getting much wind today because the hills are in the way. That's why they're not running, and these are. These have a more clear shot at the easterly wind. It's unusual to get an easterly, really.
Alright, okay. I'm already learning new things, isn't it? Wow. That's cool.
Costs out the wind farm at £1 million a megawatt. That's what it costs to do it.
That's incredible. It'll pay back, obviously. Well, that's the whole idea of it, I suppose.
Yeah,
but
I mean, the sort of predicted life of the turbine is 25 years.
Okay.
At the end of the 25 years, we would expect each one to return in revenue 8 to 9 million. But most of that money, it's not profit, because over 25 years, that's a long time to get the money back, and a lot of it's ploughed back in maintenance, and wages and things like that. But it does work out, provided it's windy. And then again, I mean, it's a big heavy thing, so the foundation, the turbine weighs about 250 tonnes, but the foundation is 750 tonnes. It goes down 4 metres into the ground. So there's a huge amount of groundworks before you can even stick the thing on there, and then as you can see, it's bolted on.
Fascinating. Very
obviously the way it works is the wind blows the rotor, but the rotor, that speed is too slow to generate electricity from. So we have to have a gearbox at the back of the rotor. The output shaft from that's running 1,000 to 1,500 RPM, so that's fast enough to run the generator. But that gives us another problem, because it's producing alternating current, which is what the national grid uses, what goes into your house.
Okay.
But the problem with that is that it has to alternate at 50 cycles per second to be working for the grid. Has to.
Right, okay.
So if you've got your nuclear power station, your power supply is completely predictable and consistent, and you can run your generator at the exact speed to produce 50 cycles per second, but we can't.
Okay.
So it's an added complication here. Got a thing up the top, got a power converter that turns the alternating current into direct current, so that it can then turn it back into alternating current at 50 cycles per second. It's like smooths it out.
Right.
And then what you get coming down the tower is 690 volts, but a huge current, massive current. And then that's got to be sent to the substation over there about 4 miles through underground wires. But you can't put a big current through a wire, just heat it up. Hence the green box, that's the transformer. To reduce the current, you have to raise the voltage. So we raise the voltage from 690 to 33,000 to send the current to the substation, and then we raise it again to 275,000 volts to reduce the current enough to send it a long distance, say into Glasgow or wherever.
Okay, wow.
That's how it works.
Wow. And all we see is these things sticking out the ground. That's it. That's incredible. Wow.
They get quite warm, so under the steps there's an air conditioning unit.
Oh, that's what it is, yeah.
When it gets warm, that'll start up. It's not running at the moment, it's quite a cold day, and that cools the works, but that'll pull the hot air out of the tower. And then what we find is we had to put the mesh up on the sides, because the local sheep realise there's warm air coming out of there and they can huddle up against it.
Don't blame them. Don't blame them. Free heat. Wow. So cool. It's just really hard to show it on a camera and a video and stuff, but yeah. Superb, excellent.
Okay.
Yeah.
We better carry on. I might have another tour after this.
I may just go up on that one as well, just keep going round.
Well, if you do, you just see all the same road. I'll just briefly show you these items here. This is the sort of wire that carries the power to the substation underground.
Oh, right.
So there's 600 miles of this under the farm. That's enough to run from Land's End to John O'Groats in a straight line.
Wow.
And then when we need to send a higher voltage through the cables between the pylons, those cables are like that.
Wow.
Now you can see that the turbine is bolted down. The bolts are massive. I've got a much smaller bolt here. This is one of the 50 bolts on each blade that holds the blade onto the hub at the top. Each one has 50 of these little bolts.
Okay, well,
just to give you an idea.
Wow.
So, I'll drive on a bit further if that's okay.
Yeah, of course, no problem.
Talk a bit more.
Thank you very much. Thank you. How cool is that? Learning so many new things. Really.
So what we've got here is a massive area with lots of roads but no traffic, and so it's an ideal habitat for all sorts of different creatures. And in fact we have a ranger service here just to look after the habitat and ensure the welfare of all the creatures that live here. So for example, in terms of habitat, that water on the left is one of 3 Victorian reservoirs on the site. They were built to take water to Kilmarnock, which they're still doing, but of course it's a good environment for fish, water birds, frogs, toads, newts, and a great breeding ground for insects. And then over the far side of the reservoir there are the taller turbines in the trees, but the trees provide shelter for larger animals, so again deer there, foxes, badgers, otters, and we also get snakes and lizards over there. There are quite a lot of hidden cameras around the site. They're there to watch the wildlife. So the current problem we've got is, for the last fortnight, the rangers have been trying to catch a particular otter because we've seen him on film and he's managed to get a loop of rope caught round his neck. I'd rather catch him to get it off before he hurts himself. What the rangers have been doing is putting out cages with trout in to try and lure the otter into a cage. Unfortunately, we have another well-known denizen of the wind farm, one of the badgers. We call him Wreck-It Ralph because he's very destructive and he likes fish. What he's discovered is that he's big enough to get into the cage to steal the fish out of the otter cages, and he's big enough so that his bottom is still sticking out the end of the cage so the door can't shut on him. That's the control centre. Not just for this wind farm though, that's the control centre for all Scottish Power renewables. So being fed into there is data from over 40 wind farms and over 1,200 turbines, some of them as far away as off the coast of Denmark and Germany. It's a bit like the Starship Enterprise inside there. Not today, but some days we do find that we're producing more power than the national grid needs at that particular time, and we don't want to waste it. What we've done is we've built a huge battery pack out at the substation. It's a 50 megawatt battery and it covers an area about the size of 2 football pitches, and we keep that charged with any excess power from the turbines. And then if the demand from the grid is a little bit higher than the turbines can produce, we can augment that with power from the battery. The blades are feathered, they're twisted so they edge onto the wind. So that will have been stopped for maintenance purposes. But yeah, what we'll have to do with these turbines is recycle them. Most of the turbine is made of steel. The tower is steel and a lot of the works are steel, and that can always be melted down and reused. Turbine tower today, Rolls Royce or a baked bean tin tomorrow. Where we have had a problem is with the turbine blades, which are made of epoxy resins. When we built the wind farm, we tried to build it as green as we could. We have used a huge amount of stone and rock, both to make these roads and to make the foundations for the turbines, but all of this stone and rock has come off the site. We haven't had to truck any of it in. We've opened up 6 quarries on the site for that purpose. We also try to make the visitor centre as green as possible, so you can see it ahead of us. That roof that's facing us is south facing, and we've covered it in solar panels to have rainwater catch-up tanks on the roof, so that when you flush the lavatories in the centre, that's just rainwater that we use in there rather than expensively processed mains water.
So we're just coming to near the end of the tour, just going through the gate. We came back in for the bus, and it's been very educational for myself. I've learned so much, and it's really cool to see something and do something that I wouldn't usually do. And this bus to put on to see up close as well is something really different. It's probably the best £4 you'll spend in regards to like tours and stuff. It's just getting up close and personal, and the information you get. So yeah, really enjoyed it. Obviously I've got a private tour. Try to fix the camera. Private tour to myself, but yeah, really cool. Loved it. So we're just going to go and park up, I think that's the end of the tour. And then we'll get off the bus. There's an exhibition here as well, so we'll go and have a look at the exhibition and see what that's got to offer. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy the video so far.
So there we go, that's the end of our fairly short tour. Thanks very much for coming on it. Hope it was of some interest. If there's any questions, obviously don't hesitate to ask.
Let's go and do some more exploring. Well, thank you very much.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Thank you. So there we go, just off the 100% electric bus on that tour. Really enjoyed that. Learned so much, got up close that I would never get close to a wind farm ever. So I'm just out in the car park, back in the car park. There is an exhibition. There's a lot of facts and information we can learn. So just wanted to get on that bus. That's the first time slot today. Get on there, learn some more, and then we can explore. But I'm going to get a coffee just now because I need some caffeine to keep me going. Got my caffeine fix. Take a little seat. Get the bag off first. Right, I'm going to go around the other way just to have a look at the view of the wind farm that we just went round. I went and got some food as well. But yeah, I'm going to enjoy this coffee, and then we can have a little catch up so far. I mean, it's still early days. What time is it just now? It is 11:25, so plenty of time to go and explore. Like, there is an exhibition, and even at that tour I learned a lot in that tour, and thank you to the bus driver, the tour guide. It was very informative, and of course just myself as well, so there was no pressure, that kind of stuff. Sometimes travelling yourself and doing solo things, yeah, it can be a bit different, but very knowledgeable as well, but great experience. Fantastic, like I said, £4 for that experience to get up close and personal to a wind farm, and this is UK's biggest wind farm. But yeah, I'm going to enjoy this, and then we'll get on exploring. That's a good latte. That is a very good, if you see it, nearly spilling it. That's nice. Just what I'm reading just now to keep me going. I also got some food. I got like a salami and cheese panini as well. So look at that. Let's try this. That was good. That's really good. Got like herbs, cheese, and the salami as well. You get crisps. So since I'm back in America, back from America, back in UK, crisps, not chips. when I'm over there I'll say chips. Yeah, it's, what was that total of just £7, just under £8 I think it was. Really good, so good. Look at cheese, getting mozzarella cheese. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy this now. Just wanted to show you that it's really nice. Set up there and tastes really good. Yeah, so I'm going to enjoy this and then we'll catch up and go exploring. So I really enjoyed that food. That was really nice, really good. You see the bus is away on another tour. You can just see it there. I am intrigued with those little kind of out buildings, houses. Don't know what they are, so I'm going to walk towards them. So let's go for a walk. We can have a look at the turbines and the wind farm up close. On foot, that is. I know we've done a tour, but on foot. And then we'll come back and then go and have a look at the exhibition inside. So I was glad that I went on the bus tour before going for this walk, because I can find some useful facts and information about the wind farms. You were saying this blade is probably one of the smaller ones that's around, so that it's very hard to get a picture in it. I'll put a picture up on my social media and I'll put that hashtag in if you want to search it, so you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook if you wish. But anyway, let's go for a walk and get up close and personal on foot this time and not on the bus, and then we'll head back. Here we have some information. Welcome to Whiteley, the UK's largest onshore wind farm, and there is some information. There's a lot of animals as well. Look at all the numbers. So every number represents, I keep forgetting the name. Turbine, there we go. Each number represents a turbine. You've got some information about animals. So we are here, and I'm not going to go for a long walk, I'm just going to go for a little walk. There's a monument there as well. We can go and have a look at that if I don't get lost. But yeah, let's just go for a little walk and get up close to a turbine. So just walking into the same bit the bus came through, but now on foot. We get to spend a bit more time on foot looking at these turbines in person, up close. So I've just walked up that road there. I came to our first turbine. It's very hard to display and show on a video how big this is, but in the bus tour he was telling they're going to be upgrading these to even bigger ones in the future. Let's try and get my bearings and see which way I want to go. There is a signpost here. Are we going to go left or go right? So there's some information. I think we're going to go left here because I want to go see what those little kind of shed looking things over there are. A little outhouses, buildings. There's a QR code if you want to scan and get an idea of where I am in the map, or for future, for planning your day here as well. But let's go left. Let's go this way. That food and that coffee went down a treat. I was really needing that. It was really nice as well. It is really relaxing and peaceful walking around here. Don't know why. There is a lot of walking trails. You can do a lot of walking here, and a lot of dog walkers as well. So if this was on my doorstep, I would probably be here every weekend making use of it. But I don't know if you can just see the little kind of huts, the buildings. We'll find out what they are shortly, hopefully. That's what I'm heading for. So I have found out what they are, and they're just benches underneath covers. Pretty cool shaped. A lot of buildings there to hide you from the rain when it rains. And you have kind of mountain bike trails as well, so this gives you a little map for mountain bike trails. So it says there, for example, cyclists only beyond this point, which is pretty cool. So you get walking, cycling. Yeah, so I am going to go, I think I can go in this path. Doesn't say I can't, no sign. So let's go in this one, take a little walk round. It said a monument somewhere, so we'll try and find the monument. Have a look at that, if there is one there. So I don't know if there's a right way or a wrong way to these walking trails, but it's all part of the fun for me. I'm just walking in a way that I feel like it. And if I get lost, I'll turn back. But I'm walking towards number 41 turbine on this path. Well, I don't know if I'm walking towards it, if there's maybe something between me and the turbine, but we shall have a look in a moment. The birds chirping away. There's even benches that you can sit and relax and watch the turbines. Right, okay, so I've reached another signpost. Where are we going? Oh, where are we going? Go left, or we can go right. So there's the monument, which says there 1.5 miles that way. So let's just go for it. In fact, I'm going to scan that map. Oh, I'm going to scan the map. We've seen the map. Well, we're going to wing it. We're winging it. This is exploring. Sorry, I'm just taken back and looking at the turbine. Keep what I say windmill, but it's not a windmill, I know that. Right, let's continue. I've got 1.5 miles to walk. We are directly below number 41 turbine. Oh, that's me with my coffee. Incredible. So there is the visitor centre. That's the first turbine that you come to there. I've walked along, all the way along there and round to here where I am just now. Like the signpost says, hopefully I'm going towards a monument, and hopefully it's all connected and I can just walk round back to the visitors centre. This is really different. It's so cool. Don't get me wrong, if the weather's crazy in regards to rain, high winds, you're going to get some really cool sounds and sights from the turbines, I guess. We're going to get wet as well, so yeah, just like yesterday when I had a relaxing day yesterday, I didn't wear the right shoes. I need to start wearing my walking shoes. I love my shoes that I've got on just now, but they're fine for me for walking because they're comfortable for me, but just for dirtiness and stuff. So make sure you're dressed for the occasion, but hey ho, like I said yesterday, they're just shoes. Gotta enjoy the experience, so didn't realise you could come and walk around like this, so the next time I'll need to plan better. See a lot of the turbines over there that are not operating. It's just so strange, so bizarre getting up close to a turbine like this. Anyway, I don't know how far we've got left until we reach this monument. I'm not sure if the camera will pick up the wind noise as the blades go through it. I'm not even zoomed in, this is me just standing here. Right here, I'm not zoomed in at all. I think they were saying there's like aircon units as well, just at the staircase, as we've seen on the bus tour. It keeps the cables cool. I'm not sure. Don't think that one's on, so must be okay. So we're at number 10 just now. Let's continue. I'm doing the power walk just so I can get round in time and not feel rushed to go back into the exhibition, because I want to go and have a look at that, which I presume should be pretty cool. Just look at it behind me again, there you go, I'm not zoomed in, and that's how close you get to a turbine. Incredible, look at that, wow, so cool. So yeah, if it's your first time watching me, I know this is a series, I'm doing a separate series on top of my normal usual content, but I want to do some new things, different things when I'm not in Orlando. So I'm usually in Orlando, that's my thing, that's my second home. Love Orlando, love Florida, love Walt Disney World, Universal Studios, all those things. But I also like trying new things and seeing new things and getting out and about, so I like adding this content to my channel. So if you like this type of content, hit subscribe, support the channel, support myself, join the community really. We've just hit that milestone on this channel of 1,500 subscribers. So yeah, it's getting me motivated to bring this type of content and future content to the channel. So hopefully you enjoy it, and follow me for live updates on social media such as Instagram and Facebook. The links are down below in the description box for them. So I think, will we say I'm halfway there? Because I feel like I'm walking away from the visitor centre. There, it's there. And I can see some roads and paths there, so I presume it's going to go. So apologies, my battery died. So I presume the road goes along there and back to the visitor centre. So that's the hope, and that's where I'm going. I'll see what other cool stuff I can bring along the way. So like I said, hopefully you're enjoying this. Give it a thumbs up, give it a like, the video, and hope to see you on my social media. Leave a comment down below. Yeah, I'll see you all there. So I've just walked through those gates to where I am standing just now. Naturally I would walk round there back to the visitor centre, like straight on, just where you see the sign down in the far end there. But I am destined to go and see this monument. So it's that, the Covenanters Monument, which is only 950 metres walk that way, and I can actually see it from where I am. So I'm going to walk. There's actually another path down there. I don't know how to get to there unless I run down that hill. But I'm going to walk down this way anyway. Like the solar panelled speed sign. Like that. I'm going to go on this side of the road. I can see the monument. Don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. But the monument is just on the top of that hill there. See if I can zoom in. It's going to be right in the centre of the screen there, just right there. So let's walk up to that and then walk back down towards the visitor centre. Just very curious to have a look at it. So let's go. Okay, 950 metres is longer than I think. Oh, you feel like you're getting somewhere and it still looks far away, but nearly there. It's all part of the fun, and I need to get fit anyway, just so I can eat more food when I go back to Orlando. Yeah, so to say, I'm going to say nearly there, but we'll say halfway to the monument. So the monument is just sticking up there. It actually says Lochgoin Covenanters Museum. I'm here for the monument because I seen that when I arrived today, but I did not know there was a museum as well. But we won't have time for that today. We will maybe come back in the future for that, because I want to get back to the exhibition within the visitor centre. So yes, we are nearly there at the monument, and I have officially made it. There's a museum over there. Here's the walk, a little walkway. To the monument. Let's get a closer look. Here's up and close to the monument. I don't know much information about it, but I'll try and find out and put it in the description box down below. There we go, that was a quick look at the monument. It's coming up for 1 PM, so I want to get myself down back to the centre. Let's go. You get some good views. I'll show you some more views in a moment of this. So you get a whole different perspective when you walk up to the monument. Now I've got this very long walk, you can't even see it, so way down there. Back to the centre. So let's go and we'll get in and have a look at the exhibition. Still time yet. So it's 1 PM just now, like I say. Let's see how long it takes me to walk from this point back to the centre. And just in case you're all wondering, yes, I do have my bottle of Iron Brew and water, but I always got my Iron Brew on me for an adventure here. It is really peaceful, I know I keep saying that, but it's just like being in the middle of nowhere, but not. So it's roughly about 20 minutes drive from Glasgow, give or take. And it does feel like the middle of nowhere. So yeah, so that's the only way I can describe it. It's really cool as well to get up close to the turbine, the visitor centre, the cafe. Yeah, I think I'll definitely be back here in the future. So I'm just now back at the solar panel speed signs and the gates there with the monument way up there. I'm going to continue walking down this way and hopefully it's not far. I think that green sign is roughly where I want to be, but this has been full of surprises so far today. So I'm next to number 72 turbine. Right, let's keep on moving. So I've just walked the full length of that road. I'm out of breath because I've been walking fast. And now I've got another mile, I believe, so I'm at this cross section with this turbine. What number is that? Number 8 turbine. I'm at this section here, and I believe I've got another mile because I don't know if you can see the centre, there it's there. That's where I need to be. I have officially broke a sweat. Right, we are back at the very first turbine that you come to. There's the road leading up to the centre. So, yeah, I'm out of breath. I am unfit, but this is me trying to get fit. Oh, right. let's head up. I was just about to say it's very windy, but it's a wind farm. So yeah. So I'll say that. Oh, there's somebody on a horse over there. That is really moving now. That wind picked up there. Of course that's what it's for, but just thought I would show you. So I have made it back to the centre. They've got solar carports, electric vehicle charging points there, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I'm going to go back inside and have a look at this exhibition. I'm going to take 5 minutes to myself first of all, just to kind of relax, and then we'll head in. I've chilled for 10 minutes. Let's go inside to the exhibition. So there is a lot of interactive sections and things to do here in the exhibition. I'm going to try a few of them out. It's really cool. A lot of information as well in regards to net zero and of course climate change, but lightly. So there's what you learn in the exhibition. Why don't we try out a few things? So wind patterns across the globe. What do we have here? So let's go for Texas winter storms. Look at that. What do I do here? Do I do anything with this now? No? Oh. What do we do? What have we done? So that's... I broke it. Right, so there's the information. Texas winter storms. That was a Hurricane Maria. Just look at that. Information about climate change, and then information about the power of wind itself. So it says here Whiteley's turbines are built to last around 20 years. So we've seen that in the tour this morning. This is them installing a turbine by the looks of it. There's a lot of work goes into just putting one up, never mind the hundreds that are here. What else do we have? Let's go and keep looking, keep exploring. There's stripes on the floor here. So the global warming stripes created by Professor Ed Hawkins shows a change in global temperature over each time. So starting at 1850 and ending in 2020, shades of blue indicate cooler than average years, while red shows years that were hotter than average. So look at that, from blue all the way to dark red. We've got the fastest ever recorded wind gust is 254 miles per hour during a tropical hurricane in Australia in 1996. Wow. I can't imagine been anywhere near that. She's 254 miles per hour. I am intrigued by this. Step inside and feel the power of the wind. So this is going to get very noisy, very windy. Here we go. Still going. Start it again. Not too bad. Pretty cool experience. So over here it says take a ride through WindFarm, and you've got one you can operate with your arms and one with your legs, the pedals there. Will we give it a go? I don't know what these mean, A, B and C, what that means. But let's press C. I think that's the walkways, the paths. So let's go. So technical trail, that's the hardest challenge apparently. That gives you this is not easy to do with a camera in my hand. Eeh. Oh. Oh, press the button. Any button. Let's go. Oh, I don't know. Oh, there's a question. I thought this says press any button. Hey. Right, let's go. Well, I keep pedalling. Done a lot of walking today. Right, let's go. And boost. Look at that go. Right, next one. We'll go for the next one. I'll need to do this one-handed. Let's go for B. That's the one we walked today, I think. Right, one-handed. You get questions on the way. Press any button. Which farm animal will you find? Oh, I don't know. Sheep? Hey, good guess. Right, I'm going to continue on the interactive. That one needs 2 players, I believe. There's some information there. The race to net zero. So basically, net zero is a balance between the amount of greenhouse gases produced and the amount removed from the atmosphere. So it says that the UK became the world's first major economy to set a target by net zero by 2050. Scotland has gone even further and set its target to 2045. And that's some of the information just read out there. It also says there, to reach net zero, it's estimated the number of electric vehicle charging points will be 25.2 million, nearly 25.3 million. That's a lot of charging points. Can I be a renewable engineer? So can I manage Whiteley Wind Farm for a day? Let's see if I can do that. Turbine should always be facing into the wind. You can change, so this is the dial here. So that's the dial. What am I doing here? So I can select 0 degrees. And then change. What am I doing here? 2. Right, let's try that. So on. Next. Okay, next. Next. Right, I'm ready. Let's go. Ready. Ready. And ready. Wait. I don't know what I'm doing. Wait. I had no idea what I'm doing. That was just guessing. This is really cool. You learn a lot of information here. A lot going on. Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that. I can't show everything in here because there's a lot of information, so you can read all the information, learn a lot here. Yeah, really cool place to learn. And something different as well. So fair play to Scottish Power. Good on them for putting this on and getting people in and educating them and learning and making a day of it as well. Well, I'm going to call it a day from this exhibition. I'm going to head back out, and I think that's going to be for today, but let's head out and head back to the car and recap today. Let's go. Just before I finish the vlog, the video, let's have a look at some points of interest here. What we have seen today. Look at all of these landmarks. There's a lot to cover there. I can't cover every single one of them. Maybe you can pause the video. You can see some more information. You can see all the different landmarks. As I'll zoom in, and it's not the best camera for zooming in. I can scan. You can see the hills past all the turbines and all those landmarks. But yeah, I've had a great day here, learned so much, really enjoyed it. Going to head back to the car just now and we can recap today's adventure. And there we go, back in the car. Awesome day, fantastic place. This is really something unique in my opinion. How often are you going to see and do what I have done, really? And it's not really on my doorstep, but it's not far off it. So highly recommend from me, in my opinion. I really enjoyed that. So, I mean, a bus tour, I had the bus to myself. I had a private bus tour to myself, which was awesome. And yeah, getting up close to wind turbines, and that's something that I didn't think I would ever do. Didn't think it was ever an option. So you can walk around it like we have today. Bus tour, walk round, got the cafe, got the exhibition. Yeah, so much going on there. So I really enjoyed that. And yeah, I can't recommend that enough. Especially for the price. I mean, I had some food as well. The food, the coffee, the bus tour. So what was that? That was £4 for the bus tour. That was just under £8 for the food and for the coffee. And I've had a fun, full-packed day, so I can't complain about that. Not that I would. I'm not that type of person. I'm usually a positive person, so I really enjoyed that. So nice, fresh air, never rained, and lots of wind, of course. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that, and we went to see that monument as well. So fantastic day. Really enjoyed coming out to Whiteley, the UK's largest. I say mainland, but it's onshore, so it means the same thing, I think. Mainland and onshore wind farms. So yeah, fantastic place. I keep saying fantastic, I know, but it is. It's really, really amazing. It's usually my favourite word. Hopefully you have enjoyed episode 2 of this series. Don't forget to subscribe, hit like, and yeah, leave some comments down below if you have been here before or you're planning to come down here. But anyway, that's the end of this video. Hopefully join us for the next couple of videos, or go and catch up on episode 1, where I went to the birthplace of David Livingstone, which was pretty awesome. And yeah, I'm looking forward to doing a few really cool things in this series. So yeah, come and join me, join the community, hit subscribe, follow me on social media. I'll see you all there. Thanks for watching. Until the next video, bye bye.